today.
We mean business.
Yeah. What a day we've had.
We're pretty coordinated, right?
All right, so let's begin. I'm in my 10th year now since winning, and I still it's always changing.
Yeah, I think it's meant to, because we're
Diba?
changing, we're growing, we're evolving, we're maturing. Yeah, sometimes your wants and the things you want to do change as well, and I think that's completely normal.
And I'm just up for it. I'm up for the change. I'm up for a challenge all the time.
It's exciting too.
Yeah.
Just have that open mind for opportunity.
Don't box yourself.
Yeah, I would say I have a constant. Ever since I was 15, I've always wanted to be a designer. I'm going to use my talents or whatever I have to make an impact and enjoy myself doing it, then I'll be fine no matter what, right?
Miss Universe.
Well, I am definitely on the way to El Salvador.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going in the next 2 months. So ultimately, and this is what I always say, at the end of my life, I just want to be happy and contented with whatever I'm doing. El Salvador's in 2 months. I don't know what the future beholds, but I just want to be happy.
A life without regret.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
What
at
about
my age, I'm already 63. I'm still learning.
Are you? I thought you were 16.
Well, I'm still learning though. So what I do is I just pray a lot and be supportive with my children, learn more, the things that I still have to learn.
I think when you said pressure, putting pressure on women and girls to have advocacy, I don't agree with, but I do love when you change that perception, you look at pageantry, I do love how it really does encourage girls to say, what is your advocacy, or make you question it and really kind of hold us accountable as citizens of the world to, if you don't have an advocacy, that's okay. We don't have to put pressure on it, but let's question, what have you been through in life that you maybe can turn into your advocacy or story to help other people? You can still start this journey now, and let's see what's really true to you.
You'll find out what resonates with you.
Basta
Yeah.
it really comes from you.
So parang I'm like, oh, how do I lead something like this? How do I lead an org, or how do I lead, an advocacy that I want? And I didn't actually have the confidence to really push for something of my own.
Because everybody has something, and some people just need help to really find what it is. I mean, I was sewing for such a long time, and I knew I wanted to do good with it. I knew I wanted to impact in the world in some way, but pageantry really gave me that strong, clear direction.
Yeah, pageantry is a great amplifier. Yeah, so that's one of the most wonderful things about the platform that we're in.
It's like a career. This beauty contest is a career, not like before. It's really a beauty queen. That's what we're doing that time.
Or we're all there on stage with a purpose and a reason beyond the crown to do good and to influence other people for the better also.
There are different ways on how you can be
Go
an
about
advocate.
it. Yeah, definitely. Like no advocate fits in a box, and
But I have two siblings on the autism spectrum, and they're the reasons why I'm trying to build this platform to get more eyes and ears into autism awareness in the Philippines. It wasn't, up for discussion for me. I said, if I don't become the voice for them, then who will? How have I impacted, let's say, my social cause? This year I was able to lobby my advocacy to be part of the program of Miss Universe. So that's 27,000 individuals on the spectrum that got the attention of the Miss Universe audience.
See, now you know why I'm so proud of her.
I would be too. What comes to mind recently, it's just so simple. I love children. So I was in South Africa, I think a week ago. And I love to go to sewing classrooms when I get the chance. And I had the opportunity to go to a vocational school, and they had a sewing classroom there. And I was just able to sit down with the kids. They were actually able to teach me a new technique, and then I taught them something. And then we just started joking around. These little boys, they asked me for my number. I told them that is against protocol. And we just had that really fun, lighthearted energy that I think it's so simple, but for me it's so impactful. And when I'm able to do that, it just warms my heart.
Also, may impact ka rin sa akin. Because I see your social media, and I see whenever you travel to a different country, you try to make a new outfit, a sustainable outfit that you can present whenever you go to an official visit for Miss Universe. So honestly, that's something that I always look forward to when I follow you.
Oh.
So I'm like, what does Armani have for this trip? Yeah,
Aw.
diba? Anong pasabog niya?
I love the thing that every queen is different and their impact of their reign is different.
Right.
But I would definitely say that there is a substantial like impact that is felt in the community in some way or another. After I won in December, Young Focus, the org that I work with in Tondo, that works around education, they got such an outpouring of love and support that the whole financial year of 2019 was covered. And then going on after that, it was pandemic. Pandemic locked down everything. The families in Tondo live on a day-to-day basis. So when their work stops, income stops, they don't have food on the table. So utilizing the platform that I had because of pageantry, we got to raise 5 million pesos for a feeding program. So when you start to hear them, and they can be in like super small moments when you talk to someone and someone will say, even if it's a kid, be like, wow, when you spoke up about that thing, I felt seen. That is also a reward in itself. And when you listen to everyone's stories in the sisterhood, you'll hear them, you'll find them.
It's moments like that that they remember for the rest of their lives, because I have moments when I was a kid when somebody just came and inspired me or told me something and it sticks with me forever. Yeah.
For me, that was my mom. No, I grew up seeing her use her platform and pouring it out into all of the charities that she was involved in. And at a very young age, she taught me that, you know, the best thing in life is giving back. When you're in the position to give back to your community, then you should do that. And that's the same with my grandmother as well, that, you know, I was raised by some pretty amazing individuals that I'm very grateful for.
What can you say makes you truly happy, Miss Melanie?
When I see people smile.
It's contagious.
And I always believe that when you give love, you will receive love too. When I see them smile, for me, it's
What goes around comes around talaga.
yeah, it makes me very happy.
Give love, receive love. I love that. Sometimes people are so goal-driven that they forget, what are the little things in life that I can count on that give me a little spark or make me happy in this moment?
It can start really, really small.
Yeah.
As soon as you start counting those things, it really makes you view the world in a different place. And I feel like when you're able to shift your mindset that way, no matter what storms you're heading into or what challenges lay ahead of you, like you'll always see something good in it. And so, I mean, happiness, I feel like, is an ideal sometimes that we place upon ourselves that's meant to fit in a certain shape, like my dream career, or I have to have 1 million followers, or I have to achieve this by the age of 30. But sometimes that's not real true happiness. I really feel like true happiness is being grateful.
I think we all have the underlying answer of gratefulness. So everybody listening, gratefulness is key, key, key. I say that time and time again, and I agree with y'all because it's the number one thing. I truly believe that everybody is born with a capability or an offering to the world, something special, something unique. I love to just always encourage people that say, man, I don't have a calling in life or a purpose. And I said, it's not even as deep as that. It's like, what do you like doing? And how can we build off of that? And for me, that's when you find your happiness. You find, this is what makes me special. I own it. I'm giving it back to the world. And that's true happiness.
Yeah, that's what's been making me happy throughout life. Just being grateful, seeing the blessings in everything, and recognizing that life isn't perfect. So make the most out of today.
Amen.
And it's been really great speaking with you ladies today.
Oh, it's been beautiful.
Hopefully we have another roundtable discussion.
This table isn't really round though.
Triangle table discussion. But that's it for tonight. I hope everybody else enjoyed.
Yes.
Thanks for having me, Vogue.